So I personally think if someone is on a dating app, they lack the confidence to talk to people. They have some sort of communication problem, right? I know, and some people say, oh, but it's not the case, because some said that it's hard to meet people. So I get that. But for me personally, I just think like, it's like a barrier. You know, some people just don't have the confidence to talk to someone in person. So I think that it's easy for them to, oh, hey, like,
of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then also
it takes away from going up to someone.
Exactly. And also me, because I'm a confident person, I need that. I need someone to show me that they're confident enough. And also, when you're on the app, let's say if you do talk online, whatever, you can't really tell what that person is really like. And I like to meet people organically and feel their vibe.
Yeah. So you look forward to the first date.
Yeah.
When you go for a first date, you don't know what's going to turn up.
Exactly. And
that you've been involved. So your take on that. So you said basically the lack of confidence. You're right. There is a lot of that. But I feel the reason why I went on it, I always used to think that. That's why I stayed away from it. Then when everyone was on Tinder, I was in a long-term relationship. When I came out of a relationship, I think it was about 2017.
Yeah.
I still wasn't on it. I was like, nah, that's a joke thing. Then afterwards, guys that I know that are 30 at getting girls certified were on it. And they were murked. And I was just like, what? And I was going through a stage where I weren't looking for a relationship because I just come out of a long-term thing. So when they were on it, I was like, all right, it's all go then. It's all go from here. But I think there is that, because I've gone on many dates and they seem off key. The women themselves seem off. And I can see, not respectfully, I can see why they're single. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Irrespective of how they look. So you do get some off-key people on there because, they're on there single, especially if someone's pretty. You're like, how are you in your 30s pretty? Like, and on there, there's something, not all the time, because there's different situations. Because like my sister, she met her partner on a dating site. Not to put her business out there, she'll kill me. But she's always been college, uni, serious. So by the time she did everything, she was like 33, did like extra, she's an accountant. So she did extra. For the time she come out, she was in her 30s. So for her, time's ticking. She wants a family, that kind of thing. Wants to be serious. So it's not all the cases, you know what I'm saying. So, but we're just generalizing. So when you said that about guys and confidence, that that could be a generalized, and you do get a lot of that. This is how I do online dating. Fuck whoever's got to say what. Yeah. If I match with you, unless there's extremely high attraction, she's got to be my type on paper or something like that. Unless I visualize her as a 9, I let her reach out first. And before anyone says anything, it works. Now, women always say, well, I want a guy to reach out first. I get it. But when a guy does reach out, 9 out of 10, he just gets ignored. So, because I always say this, women say they don't chase men, they don't this, we'll get to that as well. Yeah. But somehow women always know how to make it obvious when they like them.
Yeah, that's true. I agree
exactly.
With that. Yeah.
So when a girl wants something, there's no passion in the world like when a woman really likes a man. I don't business, and if you don't believe me, go to a concert and look how women go crazy when Drake goes on stage. That's always the evidence you need. So women can say certain things, but I'm never bothered about what women think, and I don't mean that in a bad way. But I always tell guys this is my slogan: don't listen to what women say. Just go by what you think as a man you should be doing. So, you know, a lot of guys, they try to appease to women, but I'm like, listen, just let her reach out. If she reaches out to you, the attraction is already high. There's 3 types of attraction: low attraction, medium attraction, high attraction. By her reaching out, she's got high attraction. And it's easy from there. The only job you've got to do is not fuck it up.
Okay. So, I don't reach out to men. As in, obviously, I'm not online.
But on the street, different.
Yeah.
That's different. Yeah.
Even if, for example, like in club or anything, you know, I would never walk up to go, hey, you're right. Like that.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
Never. Because I think, okay, some people would say because it takes away your value. Do you agree with that? If a woman approached you, moved to you, say, hey, my name,
I've had it. And
would you think that?
No, my guard goes up.
Okay.
Yeah, my guard goes up because I'm like, okay, that was a bold move. I've had it where a girl's done it. I'm thinking of someone now, and they did it so smooth, and it was so smooth. I was like, you've done this before on many occasions. Different if you was like the one guy and she said, you know, I have to just talk to him. But
do you find it attractive when a woman does make the first move?
Yeah, it kind of takes away from me doing it, if that makes sense.
So it does make it attractive. You do find it attractive.
It's not a closer or anything like that. It's not unattractive to the point where you're dismissed. But sometimes I like to be the one to say, because it's also as guys, we like that challenge, and we like that kind of pursuing.
Yeah.
Well, I do.
Yeah.
Guys that are.
That's what I believe guys what like the challenge.
Yeah. So when I was young, knockback would hit me a lot.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes a knockback. And I think people underestimate how that can make you feel, especially when you start. But when you get used to it, it's not that deep. It's like me and you are PTs. We walked the floor before. You walk up to someone and some people are like, you know what, I'm not interested. And they might say it in a rude way, but you just blank that out. You just learn to blank that out after. Now, the first time you ever started, you'd probably like, rah, that guy was deep. You know what I mean? By the 100th time, you don't care no more. And that's why I tell guys, keep failing until you get it right. You know what I mean?
I like that. Yeah. It's like business, like in life. Isn't
it? It's the same thing.
What questions should guys ask on the dating app to not fuck it up? And not what they should ask and what they shouldn't ask. So
the first thing I always try and do is within 3 statements, try and ask her out. Don't let it prolong for 2 weeks and all the. I've got guys that are on there and they've been talking to girls for a month. I'm like, what are you doing? Meanwhile, she's dating other guys.
That's what I don't get. You know when people are like, oh yeah,
you're on there to date.
Yeah. When they like, oh, I'm talking to this guy for a month. I'm like, I don't understand.
Now when I was young, I did that because I didn't know what the hell was going on. But as a big man, nah. First one is introduction. Even because it depends on so many things. Depends on, because sometimes they comment, if it's Hinge, they might comment on what you're saying and stuff like that. So you might build off of that. But if it's like just random, that's out the gate, just introduce, hey, hope you're having a good day. I never ask questions like, how are you? I always do closed caption like, I hope you're having a good day, because that's small talk. It's respectable, but get the small talk out the way. You want to be respectable, but you want to get the small talk out. So don't do, hi, how are you? Because that just leaves it dead. You know what she's going to say, I'm fine, so just leave it. So just go, just basically just say to her, listen, I hope you're well, hope you're having a good day. Up to anything, did you do anything good this weekend? That could be the first question. The second question, so what would you like to do for fun? So that way you're already thinking about the first date. Then the third date is, are you free on such and such date?
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Live and direct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do this, man.
Yeah. What questions shouldn't they not ask? Because you said something on that video that the question that they asked.
Remind me.
Okay, you basically said, don't be asking what's her favorite color like a waistman.
Right, yeah. But that's what I expect women to say. Women say that kind of thing. Not that per se, but things like that. Yeah, because guys just get nervous. It's like they're reading from a script. Yeah. And even when you're approaching women, guys, women are human beings. Like, they're not like these different creatures that from a different planet. But yeah, we think different, we have a different level of attraction, but just approach them. So when I approach a woman, I'm not even thinking about the end goal, as crazy as that sounds. So when I'm approaching a woman, I'm just making conversation. That way it becomes organic. Yeah. Then from there, through conversation, then you can even decide whether she even qualifies. Does that make sense? Because most guys are trying to, please, can I go on a date? Yeah. Talk to her and find out if she's for you. Okay. There's that side as well.
So how can someone know whether she's interested or not? Let's like on the app, because you said something about that she might be wasting your time.
Yeah.
So how can they find out that essence? So you said, first of all,
that's why the free questions.
Yeah, as soon as you match, I don't know how it works. You match or something.
Yeah.
You reach out first, or you wait for them to reach out?
It depends.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's my type on paper, or they've got something that they read about, I might, but generally I would say 1 out of 15 will reply. Okay, it's that low.
So then as soon as let's say you have sort of conversation starts, when do you ask to go out on a date? Like the same conversation, or do you
when they return texts, because some people get back to you straight away, some people get back to you 6 hours, which then rolls into the next day. That's fine. But when it starts getting long, like if it's gone like 48 hours and or 3 days or something, and you've sent one text and it's a bit cold, that's already low interest.
And should these texts they exchange should be a conversation, getting to know each other, or hey, straight to let's meet up and then get to know each other?
But it can be two things, and it depends. This one depends on the lady as well, because some people want to have a FaceTime call first, make sure you're not a catfish or nothing like that, or that you've got something in common. And when you have the first conversation as a guy, try and limit the conversation, try not to make it too long. That's what first dates are for. The first, if you do FaceTime, which I've done before, you heard that bit, or you call them first, then keep it to like an interview style. This is the only time I'd say interview style. So it'd just be like, siblings, all that thing. Because what you don't want to do on the date is talk about bullshit. And when I mean bullshit, you don't want to talk about that stuff. Oh, what do you do for your job?
Yeah.
How many siblings you got? Oh, do you live with your parents? All this kind of stuff. That's cool on the first conversation.
Yeah.
Your goal as a man on the date, if you like each other when you meet up, is to have that sexual attraction and flirt with each other and have flirty banter and all that kind of stuff. All the interview stuff, you can skip that. Just try and go with the banter and the jokes from there.
The FaceTime though, so like if someone FaceTimed me in the early days, I think I'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's only if they want it. It's only they normally initiate it. I'm cool for just going on the date.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've had it. And I've had it when I matched in the morning and I must have replied, I had crust in my eye. And the girl was talking about, can we FaceTime now? And I was like, allow me, man. And I'm not even fresh like that. So I said, give me a couple hours.
Yeah.
So I've had that before.
Oh, so you're open to that?
Yeah, I'm open to whatever.
Cool. All right.